Welcome to 4 News, the program that features internet icons, unique individuals helping people all over the world on the internet to greatly improve their lives through their products, services, courses, and much, much more. Welcome to another edition of 4 News, the program that features internet icons. And boy, I've got a great internet icon for you today. My special guest today is Rico Caveglia. Rico Caveglia is one of the top experts in the entire world on fitness, aging, longevity, and wellness. He's the author of, believe it or not, of 19 books. He has 15 DVD programs, and he has over 400 YouTube videos. Rico is 84 years old, and he is literally a walking billboard for health and wellness, for fitness. This guy is absolutely amazing. Rico, welcome to the program.
Thank you, Gary. I have to say that was a great introduction. And, people have told me that you never tell a lie, so it must be all true.
I don't, and I believe every word I say. I've known you for a long time now, Rico, and I've seen you literally all over the internet. You are a walking billboard. Nobody would ever believe you're 84 years old. When they see you doing your exercises, you look like Charles Atlas. Maybe I'm giving away my own age right now. You are absolutely amazing. Rico, your business slogan is, "We have to age, but we don't have to become old in the process." What do you mean by that?
Yes. Well, that's the main thing. That's the main message that I want to get out to people, that you do not have to become old like most people are in America today. Most people are getting old and sick and dying way too young. So that's my mission, to show people how you don't have to become old. And first of all, I want to say, we hear so much about anti-aging all the time, right? But
Yep.
actually, I think that terminology, anti-aging, is the wrong terminology, because you can't stop aging. Aging is a natural process, right? When you're in your 40, then you're 41, you're 42. And the definition of aging is to become fully mature, to reach your full potential, like fine aged wine. So actually, aging is good. We don't want to stop aging, but old is another story. The definition of old is to be worn out, to be used up, unexcited about your life, and unable to care for yourself. And guess what? Becoming old is primarily a choice of how you care for your mind and how you care for your body. So if you care for your mind and your body, you'll never have to be old. And some people might say, well, how can you really say that? Because most people are getting old, right?
Yeah.
Well, okay, but I got 3 good reasons. First of all, uh, science has now told us that our genetic potential is actually to stay healthy to 125. So that means our lifespan could actually be 125, and that's staying healthy to 125. And yet we know the life expectancy in America has actually been coming down. It's about 79 for women and 76 for men. So we're missing out on a lot of good aging. So science tells us that we don't have to get old. We could live a lot longer. And then you've probably heard of the blue zones. These are areas around the world where the majority of the community, they do stay healthy and live up to 100, and they're out working, taking care of themselves. So they're living proof that you don't have to get old. And then I and my clients are also living proof. As you mentioned, my clients are doing really well. And as you mentioned, my chronological age is 84, but I still have a fitness age of 35. So we're
And
doing
I
it.
believe that these people they haven't seen you in action. You are absolutely incredible. You've got an amazing, amazing story and a background. Tell the audience how you got involved and how this all got started.
Yeah. Well, I had the good fortune way back in 1982 here in San Diego. I met one of the very first personal trainers here in San Diego, and he said that he needed some help. He was going to open up the first modern personal training studio here in San Diego. So I got involved with him. And when I realized, when you learn how to take the best care of your body and get fit and healthy, and then you can help other people transform their life and actually get paid for it, I said, boy, this is a great profession, because you can actually, not only you can transform your life and other people's and actually get paid for it. So I've been doing it ever since 1982. But the way I developed my ageless living lifestyle was just a few years after had become a personal trainer and working with clients. My father died of lung cancer at the age of 70.
Oh, wow.
Now, my father was one of those kind of guys who, he was always healthy. He was never sick. And he was one of those kind of guys who never went to the doctor or got a physical exam, and he never did. But he smoked cigarettes since he was 11 years old. He was a street kid in Chicago. And at that time, they didn't know, nobody knew how bad smoking was for you, right? Most doctors smoked, everybody smoked, and they didn't realize how bad it was for you. So if he had had the knowledge that how bad it was for him, maybe he wouldn't have smoked and he would have lived a lot longer. And so what I realized was it's the same thing today. Why we have so much chronic illness and so many people are getting old and sick and dying in their 70s is because of lack of knowledge of why this is happening. And we now know too that our genes only play a small role, maybe 15, 20% on how healthy we're going to be and how long you're going to live. So we know it's lifestyle. It's our unhealthy lifestyle that has caused all this chronic illness and people becoming old way before their time and dying way before your time. And
You
so,
teach ageless lifestyle, or what is ageless lifestyle?
yeah, ageless living, the ageless living lifestyle, it's a
Okay.
complete mind, body, and spiritual wellness system that I developed. It's of proven strategies that will give most people the best opportunity to avoid disease and old age and live a much healthier, energetic, long life. And again, I know that this is true because I've proven it with my own clients and with my own life. And so the ageless living lifestyle is a lifestyle that can not only prevent premature aging, but it can reverse it as well. And I think the really good thing about it is that I made it so it's easy to incorporate into busy schedules. What I came up with, Gary, is that we're also busy, right? And everybody's so distracted with so many things going on in the world. So they need something that's going to be not that difficult and not that hard to incorporate into your busy schedule. So what I came up with was I boiled it down into what I call the seven essentials of life. These are things that we're already doing just to stay alive. We have to use our mind and our brain to think what we're going to do, right? And we have to breathe oxygen. We have to stay hydrated. We have to we have to have we have to eat. We have to have nutrition. We have to have elimination and detoxification. We have to move our bodies. We have to get rest and relaxation. So those seven things are things that people are already doing, but they were never taught how to master them. So that's what my ageless living lifestyle is about. It's just mostly just creating better lifestyle habits. And so you can learn to master each one of those seven essentials. And when you do, it'll just make a huge difference in how healthy you're going to be, how much energy you have, how you feel, and what you can accomplish in your life. And there's one more, Gary, my favorite actually. There's eight actually. And the eighth one is to have more fun in your life and more laughter. There was a real cool study, uh, well, several years ago. They did this study on centenarians, and they asked them a bunch of questions. And one of the questions they asked them was, why do you think you live this long to 100 or more and you're still pretty healthy and you can take care of yourself? And almost over 90% of them said, because I enjoyed my life. I wasn't stressed out. They weren't stressed. They had fun. They enjoyed their life. So I think if nothing else, the best thing you can do is reduce your stress, which is the main component of my lifestyle, but just have more fun and enjoy your life.
What are some of the real benefits of the ageless living lifestyle?
Well, there's so many benefits, but bottom line, we all want to feel good mentally and physically. So that's what's going to help you to feel good, not only physically, but mentally as well. And it's going to help you to look your best as well. But all the main thing too, it's going to increase your strength, your mobility, so you can always be able to move. It's going to help you to reduce stress, and it's going to help you just to not only live longer, but live stronger. What it really is these days, Gary, it's not so much about lifespan, how long you can live. We never know how long someone's going to live, right? But it's
Yep.
about health spans. So as long as you're alive, you want to be as healthy as you possibly can and be able to do what you want to do. So you want to have the strength and the mobility and the energy to be able to enjoy your life. So that's really what it's about. And that's why I developed that, because it's going to give you all those benefits.
People need you so much, Rico. I'm essentially the same age as you are, and I've got so many friends out there that are not living the healthy, ageless lifestyle. Their health has just gone down the tubes. A lot of them have got dementia. It's really sad. I don't want to live to 105 or 100 or 100 if I'm not healthy. And so many people need you, desperately need you. What are some of the main components
Yeah,
of
the
the
main
ageless living lifestyle?
Well, the very first one is the mental aspect of it. It's a mindset shift. If you buy into the mainstream social narrative that we have in America, that's just the way it is. Most people, we're going to get old and sick and maybe even end up in a nursing home. Well, that's what you're probably going to create, right? Because as we know, our beliefs and our thoughts create our reality. So if that's your belief that that's just the way it is, then that's probably what you're going to create. But you can shift that mindset. So that's the first part, is to shift your mindset and believe that you can stay healthy and energetic all of your life and live longer and make a bigger contribution. And so we have to work on really getting clear on what's really important in your life and really what your goals are. I think still a lot of people are not really clear on what their life's about. And you know what I found, Gary, is why most people who even start, say, a healthy eating or an exercise program, why they don't stick with it is because they're not really living their life on purpose. If you don't really know what your purpose is and you're not living your purpose, I mean, what's the point of worrying about your health or wanting to live so much longer? So that's why I help people, first of all, really get clear on what's really important in your life. What do you really want to achieve? What do you think your life's about? And how to find a purpose that will keep you motivated. Because when you're living on purpose, you're excited about every day. You want to get up and go out and do what you can in the world. And so then you realize that, hey, my physical body is my vehicle in order to live this purpose on this planet in this particular lifetime. And so when you're living your purpose, then you'll stay motivated to take better care of your health, because you need to have a healthy body if you're going to be successful. It takes a lot of energy and good health, right, Gary, in order to be successful in every aspect of your life. So
Is
that's
that the biggest problem that people have, staying motivated? Is that number
absolutely.
one?
I think that's number one. So of course, some people don't even get started, but so many people at least try, right? They go on a diet or they try to go to the gym or do something, but they don't stick with it. Well, another reason is because they haven't got the right training and they don't really know what they're doing. They're just trying some fad diet or just see some exercise they see on the internet or something. But so it's really helpful to get some coaching. But that is number one. And then we really get into nutrition. See, again, that's the reason most people haven't been able to stick with it, because they just try some fad diet, which is it
You
may work short time.
you really stress a personalized wellness program. Why is that so important?
Because we're all individuals. We all are biochemically unique. What a food that can be really helpful for you, Gary, may be really not good for me at all. So it's so important to discover what foods are best for you. That's really so important. And the same with exercise. When start with a new client, I need to evaluate them. What is their current fitness level? Do they have any joint problems? And what do you really want to accomplish? If you want to be fit enough to go climb mountains, then you got to work a little harder, right? You got to do a little bit more. But if you're satisfied just to play with your grandkids, that's another story. So it needs to be personalized. You need to have a nutrition program and an exercise program that's going to be just right for you. And then not only will you get the good results, but you'll enjoy it, and then you'll stick to it. And then the next one is R&R, rest and relaxation. Gary, one of my main mentors, she was a naturopathic doctor. She told me that for the body to function optimally, we need 12 hours of activity and 12 hours of rest and relaxation. And in that 12 hours of rest and relaxation, that maybe 78 hours of sleep. But then you need to take some time. These days, That's why people are so stressed. They don't unplug, right? They're just so tied to their screens. It's great that we have all these latest technology that we can accomplish so much. But the thing is now, people think that you have to accomplish all the time, right? We got to be doing more. No, doing more. No, you don't. Slow down and enjoy the life. Just like the old saying, stop and smell the roses. So take some time out every day to do something that you enjoy and that's not stressful and relaxing and fun, like listen to music or play music or walk in the park or something that's just relaxing. That's going to go a long way to improving your health and make you live longer and not become old.
Hey, everybody's going to get old, but as you say, they don't need to, they don't need to die in the process.
No, they're not going to get old. Remember, that's a bad word, old. They're going to age. We're all going to age, but you don't have to be old. Remember, big difference between aging and being old.
I got you. Describe the type of people that you like to work with.
Yeah, yeah, absolutely. Well, first, let me tell you about a little bit about the program, and then we'll talk
Okay.
about the people. Yeah, so, oh no, I mean, I want to talk about why it's so important to have a personalized wellness program. I mean, the obvious one, obviously, is so you can live a healthier, long life and enjoy your life and be more fulfilled. But the other important things is, as we age, Gary, we gain knowledge and wisdom, right? And so we need more people to stay healthy and energetic and live longer so they can give back that knowledge and wisdom to help solve all the monumental challenges that we're facing on this planet as humanity today. And we need more role models and mentors for younger people. We're sorely missing that because, as you know, as we just said, most people are having all these chronic illnesses and they're dying in their 70s or early 80s. And so we're losing all that knowledge and wisdom. So we need more people to stay healthy and energetic so they can give back their knowledge and be mentors for younger people. And one more thing, Gary, if you look back in the history of dominant societies on this planet, one of the biggest factors of their demise and why these dominant societies went down was when their population became really unhealthy. And that's what's happening in America today. So we need to turn this around. So we need you to be part of that. And you don't want to be part of the population that's bringing us down. You want to bring us up.
I'll be 84 years old this summer. Have you got any real big thoughts for me to stay healthy, stay wealthy and wise, and not go down the tubes in my wellness?
Yeah, hang out with me. Yeah, don't hang out with old people. Don't hang out with old people who have bought into that thing of getting old. Yeah, you got to hang around with, and you do. I mean, look how much energy you have and vibrance. But you got to hang around with people like yourself and you and I. Don't hang around with people who are, oh, that's just the way it is. Oh, I'm complaining about this and all that kind of stuff. Yeah.
It really is a mindset, isn't it?
It's all starts with our mindset. Everything, too, Gary, we know now from medical science that what manifests in our physical bodies as chronic illnesses begins in our mental emotional state. So it's so important to get a handle. And the way that works is, as we know now from quantum physics, everything in the universe is energy, just impulses of energy and intelligence, including our bodies, and including our thoughts and our beliefs, our words. Those are all energy too. So if you're not having strong positive thoughts about your life and what's possible in it, or you're complaining or any kind of negativity, that's creating a lot of stress and that's creating a negative energy field and that's affecting your physical body. So it's so important to change your mindset and have that kind of a positive mindset about what's possible in your life. And then you can develop your own personal wellness program. And I guarantee you're going to not only enjoy your life a lot better, but you're going to be around so you can make a positive difference in the world. And so
I've got to tell our audience, I've seen you work on the internet. This guy is literally an internet icon. Everybody knows Rico. He's got his own television program. I've seen testimonial after testimonial after testimonial of what you do to help people live a healthy, vibrant lifestyle. And that's the key. I mean, it's okay to get older, but you need to get healthy as you're living older and really enjoy life. And that's what you really concentrate on. That's what Rico does for people, literally help them live a vibrant life, not just a lengthy life, but a vibrant life. I love seeing your testimonials and reading what people have said about you and listening to the people that I know online that know you. I mean, you're famous all over the internet, and I think it's because of the wealth of knowledge that you have, the experience. You're 84 years old, and as I said in the beginning, you're a walking billboard for what people can do if they just follow your principles.
That's
Literally.
right.
I mean, you teach things that nobody else teaches on the internet. I
Well,
just love your program.
yeah, I think you're true. It's true. Not many people have as much experience as I have. I've been doing this for 44 years, and I've actually proved, like I say, from myself and my clients that it actually works. And to answer your question, the last question you asked me about who do I like to work with,
Yeah.
I really want to work with people. Well, primarily now I work with people 50 plus, although most of my clients are 60 plus. So I want to work with people who really realize how important it is, that they want to stay healthy and they want to live longer. And so they can, like I say, make a bigger positive difference in the world. And I want people who realize that, what good does it do if you achieved a lot of financial success, but then you lose your health? And we have a saying here too, is that so many people spend their health building their wealth, and then they have to start spending their wealth to try and rebuild their wealth. I mean, their health. It's not a good plan, right? And so I want people who understand that and are ready to do it, and people who really want the best service. And that's what I have to offer. And because I offer guaranteed results. If you work with me, you will be successful.
I don't think there's anybody that doesn't want to live a healthy, wealthy life. But
Yeah.
what's the biggest struggle that you see with people out there that want it, but they can't achieve it? What's the biggest struggle that they have?
Uh, well, I think it's just, one of the things is there's so much distraction these days, it's just, I guess it's kind of hard to really realize what your main priorities would be. We've kind of got on this society of the biggest priority is how much money you can, or how much material wealth that you can acquire. And that seems to be the number one priority for people. But you got to realize that your health and how much energy you have is the foundation for whatever else you want to achieve or accomplish in your life. So if you let that go, you're not going to be as successful as you want in whatever you feel is really the most important thing for you in your life. So it's just a matter of, again, the mind shift and realizing that you have to make your health a priority. And when you do that, you just elevate your life, and you can just accomplish so much more and enjoy so much more. So, I mean, it's just a simple concept, but we just got to get the message out to people so they realize that, and then take the first step. Can't put, it's so easy to put things off, right? Okay, well, yeah, but I got to finish this, and then maybe I'll start next month. No, you got to just realize that this is you got to step up today, because if you put it off, it's just not going to happen. So I want to work with people who understand that, are ready to transform their life and to elevate their life, and we have a lot of fun doing it
What
together.
kind of condition are people when they come to you? Are they unhealthy and really need to rejuvenate their lives? Or tell me where most of the people that come to you are in a health category.
Yeah, all different ways. I've been fortunate to be able to work with people with really serious health challenges, and of course you have to really modify the program what you're going to do and see what can work for them. But no matter where you're at, no matter what your fitness level is, no matter what you've tried in the past, no matter what health challenges you may have, there's always a program that'll work for you, and you can make great improvement no matter what your age is. Like say, if someone's 84 and they haven't been exercising or eating healthy, they begin to slowly shift into creating much better healthy lifestyle habits. It'll make a big difference. Everybody can improve no matter where you're at.
You
no
are
matter what.
so energetic. Now, you're 84 years old, and you said you've been doing this for over 40 years. How long has it been that you've been in health and wellness?
Ever since 1982, so that's 44 years.
What were you doing before that? I'd just be interested in
Uh,
knowing what Rico was
well,
before the guru took over.
I do have a degree in civil engineering, and I worked as a civil engineer in LA for a few years, and I just didn't like being in an office working 9 to 5. And then I actually had a very interesting life. I had a traveling art show business that I traveled all around the United States and set up outdoor art plays. I had my own group of artists in Mexico, and we
Really?
developed our own line of painting. We traveled all around the United States and sold artwork. But that got kind of tired traveling, so I just decided to move to San Diego in 1980, and then I got into this. I've been really fortunate to have a lot of great
Now,
different.
you've been doing this in San Diego, God's country, for most of those 44 years. Is that correct?
That's right.
Now
So
you're going online and you're giving people an opportunity. You're really going expanding worldwide. There's nobody that you can't help any place in the world right now online. Is that correct?
That's exactly right. And the way it works for our online program, each week we have a Zoom meeting like this, and I'll spend as long as we want. Usually it's an hour, but even if we need to go more, and each it's a 90-day program. So each week you get a PDF and a video of that particular lesson of what you're going to develop just in that one week. So you don't get overwhelmed with trying to do everything at once. You just do one segment, and then we work together online. I make sure you understand, you know what you answer any questions, and I help you make sure that you've got it done and you're going to implement it. And then we go into the next week. And at the end of the 12 weeks, you develop your complete mind, body, spiritual wellness system, and you begin implementing it. And you've already begun to get some results. And that's the thing. If you can just stick with a program for 90 days, you'll have so much improvement that you'll be motivated to stick with it.
Now,
So
how does somebody get started with you? Walk them through the steps. I think you talk to them, find out about their health and their goals,
yeah,
and
yeah.
tell us what the steps are.
Yeah, well, it's really imperative that you get on a call with me. It's just a friendly call. It's no hard pressure. I'm not going to try and hard sell you, but I just want to know. Let me know what's going on with you. What are your current health and fitness and nutrition challenges, and what do you want to achieve? What are your goals? What do you want to achieve? And then we'll see how we could work together, and I'll let you know about my program. And if you think it's a good fit, then we'll get started. So that's the first thing. I mean, you can go to my main website, Ageless Living
In fact,
Lifestyle.com.
let's put that on the screen right now. Your website, there it is, right there. We're going to put it on the screen. There it is.
Yeah,
Go ahead, and I'm sorry to cut you off. That's
yeah.
your website, right?
Yeah. AgelessLivingLifestyle.com/coaching. And then you can see, you can read all about my coaching program there and what the benefits and what we're going to do. But then again, uh, I want to meet you. I want to get on a call with you because again, I can only work with a certain amount of people. So I want to find people who are motivated and are willing to commit to doing it because I don't want to waste their time or my time at all. And so just let's
So
get on
this
a
is
call.
A Zoom session with you, right?
Yes.
So they
Yeah.
can contact you on Zoom. You find out what they're looking for. You talk about the cost and the exact program, and there's no obligation, right?
Absolutely. Absolutely.
I beg people literally to get on. There's the link right there to set up a Zoom call with Rico. And I promise you, I can tell you from the multitude of people that Rico has worked with, you will never regret it. This man is an absolute genius. Over 400 YouTube videos. He's famous all over the world. And if you just spend a few minutes with him on a free Zoom call, you're going to want to work with this man. I can promise you. I just love Rico Caveglia. You
Thank you, Gary.
literally, you're everywhere, all over the internet, Rico, and people just need to spend a few minutes with you, and they're going to want to work with you. That I can promise. You have been such a great guest. I mean, the time is all gone, and we just got started. This man can, he can literally change your life, not just in the fitness, but in the wellness and your mental attitudes. He can help you live a wonderful, meaningful life. Give him a chance. Get on, book a call with him, and you will not regret it. Any last words before we leave each other, Rico?
Yeah. Well, thank you so much. I really appreciate the opportunity. The good news is you just have to step up and take responsibility for everything. As we know, everything in your life, if you want to be successful, you got to take responsibility for it. So I'm here to help you. I promise you can do it. So let's do it.
You have been a wonderful guest. I love you to death. On behalf of Rico Caveglia, this is Gary Rogers. Until next time, bye, everybody.